2022 meeting of the Baltimore County Planning Board. It is now called to order. I'm Nancy Hafford. I'm the chair of the Planning Board, and I'll now start the meeting with a roll call and account for the members of the board that are present. When you hear your name, please say aye. Ms. Pinero. Mr. Halipka. That was an aye. Mr. Johnson. Ms. Wolfson.
Here.
Mr. McGinnis.
Aye.
Mr. Heinel.
Aye.
Mr. Perlow. Mr. Perlow.
Aye.
There you go. Mr. Warren. Mr. Caligari.
Aye.
Mr. Fotis. Mr. Airy. Miss German. And I'm here.
I am
Thank
too,
you.
Nancy.
Who is?
Ekman's here.
Yeah, I got you. All right. Please join me in reciting the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the
To
flag
the flag of the United States
of America,
to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Ms. Bensley, are there any changes to the tentative agenda as published?
One change, Madam Chair, the introduction of the PEH organic recycling facility was withdrawn, and that will be rescheduled for a later date.
Thank you so much. In the September 8th, 2022 email, you received draft minutes of the September 1st, 2022 meeting. Has everybody had an opportunity to review the draft minutes? Are there any corrections? May I entertain a motion to accept the minutes as circulated?
Moved.
All right, all in favor, say aye.
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 Thank you. This evening, we have an opportunity to further discuss, then vote on the new facility amendment for the solid waste management plan. Mr. Daniel Sharpsmart from Medical Waste Facility located at 1201 67th Street in Rosedale, 21237. This item was first introduced to the Planning Board on July 21st, 2022 meeting, and a public hearing was conducted on September 1st, 2022. Staff from the Department of Public Works and Transportation are here now to answer any further questions that the board may have as we discuss before we take a vote. Would Mr. Richard Keller from the Department of Public Works and Transportation like to add anything further this evening?
I would not.
Board members, do you have any other questions for Mr. Keller? Not hearing any? There's any discussion? Then can I entertain a motion? Scott? Is Scott there, Scott?
He's on mute.
He's on. Scott. Okay. I love technology. Do any of the other board members have the motion? All right. Should I read the motion? Mr. Lafferty.
I guess Mr. Halupka is not connected to audio right now. Is that the challenge?
He did say at the beginning he got a new computer.
Okay. All right.
Well-
Mr. Lafferty, do you want to read the motion, or should I read the motion, or?
It needs to be a member of the board.
Okay,
Nancy, if you have the language, you can send it to one of us, and I'm sure we could read it. I just don't have the language in front of me, and I don't want to botch it and then have to go back and correct it.
can Taylor,
Okay,
can
there we
you,
go. I see Taylor.
Taylor,
That's
get it
okay.
right over to you.
Okay. So let me just pull that here. All right. So, okay. Be it moved. The Baltimore County Planning Board approves the new facility amendment as presented. Daniel Sharp Smart Inc. Medical Waste Facility located at 1201 67th Street, Rosedale, to Baltimore County's 10-year solid waste management plan.
Great way to roll on the fly, Mr. Caligari. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Yes.
All right, then I'm going to call, I'm going to take a roll call for approval for this. If you're in favor, please say aye. If against it, please say nay. Ms. Panero? Mr. Halipka, we need him to vote because. All right. Mr. Johnson,
Aye.
Ms. Wolfson,
Aye.
Mr. McGinnis,
Aye.
Mr. Heckman,
Aye.
Mr. Heinl,
Aye.
Mr. Perlow,
Aye.
Mr. Warren, Mr. Caligari,
Aye.
Mr. Fotis, Mr. Avery, Mr. German. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I guess I have to vote. Is that correct?
Yes,
Mr.
ma'am.
Lafferty?
Yes, ma'am.
I say aye. Thank you, and the motion carries. Ms. Bensley will now fill us in on the report from the September 9th, 2022 meeting of the Landmark Preservation Commission. Ms. Bensley.
Thank you, Madam Chair. At their September 8th, 2022 meeting, the Landmarks Preservation Commission voted to issue 6 certificates of appropriateness to the following properties.
Not sure.
The
Disappeared, so I hung up.
Yeah, no, it was just,
Oh.
I was just moving something and anyway, must have
Looks-
hit the phone or who knows.
Looks like Scott doesn't know he was unmuted. The Schlossnagel property located at 3144 Granite Road in Woodstock. The Huffnagel Miller property located at 204 West Seminary Avenue in Lutherville. The Anson property located at 5001 Cedar Avenue in Relay. The Van Horn property located at 3 Watt Avenue in Glendon. The McClung property located at 1604 South Rolling Road in Relay, and the Harris property located at 3604 Stony Brook Road in Fieldstone. And that concludes the report.
Thank you, Ms. Bensley. Ms. Bensley will now fill us in on legislation recently passed by the County Council following our last meeting.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Bill 5822, University-Based Retirement Communities, for the purpose of amending the Baltimore County zoning regulations to permit university-based retirement communities as a matter of right in certain zones, subject to certain conditions and limitations, and generally relating to university-based retirement communities. Bill 5922, Veterans Housing and Treatment Campuses, for the purpose of amending the Baltimore County zoning regulations to permit veteran housing and treatment campuses as a matter of right in certain zones, subject to certain conditions and limitations, and generally relating to veterans housing and treatment campuses. Resolution 2522, Lock Raven Commercial Revitalization District, a resolution to amend the boundary of the Lock Raven Commercial Revitalization District. The County Council has identified an area of land as shown in Exhibit A at the intersection of East Joppa Road and LaSalle Road and adjacent to the current boundaries of the Lock Raven Commercial Revitalization District to be added to the district. Resolution 2822, review of PUD, the residents at Southland Hills. A resolution to approve the review of a proposed planned unit development in accordance with county law. LCB Berkshire Senior Living Holdings 3 LLC submitted an application for review and approval of a 4.5 acre site within the Erdl Zone DR55 located at 400 Georgia Court in the Southland Hills area of the 5th Councilmanic District to be developed as a general PUD. The County Council finds that the density and uses permitted should be amended and modified to allow the described assisted living and memory care facility in accordance with section 32.4.242 of the Baltimore County Code. Project specific details may be found in the resolution. Resolution 3422, approval of applications, sale of development rights, easements, Agricultural Land Preservation Foundation. A resolution to approve certain applications for the sale of development rights, easements on property located on farms that meet state criteria for applications in accordance with the Agriculture Article Section 2-509 of the Annotated Code of Maryland. Resolution 3522, approval of applications, sale of agricultural easements. A resolution to approve certain applications for the sale of agricultural easements on agricultural properties that meet the county criteria for application in accordance with Article 24, Title 3 of the Baltimore County Code. And finally, fiscal matter number 3, the purchase of 6901 Security Square Boulevard. The County Council approved the acquisition of the former Sears property at the Security Square Mall. This vacant and abandoned building had become a liability for the community and an impediment on future development. The acquisition enables the county to be an active participant and partner in the potential redevelopment and repurposing of the mall property. And that concludes the report.
Great job, Mrs. Bensley. Thank you so much.
Madam Chairwoman,
Yes.
can I ask a question about number 4A, the university-based retirement communities? Is there any more explanation that maybe Mr. Lafferty or somebody can tell us what that's for? Is it Towson State looking to put retirement communities there? Is it somebody else? Just like to know a little bit more if we know anything about it.
Thank you for the question, Mr. Perlow. Yes, it's actually about a partnership between the Edenwald Retirement Community and Goucher College. Goucher has property that is going to work with Edenwald to see the development of this retirement community.
But does the bill allow any university? I mean, we just haven't seen a copy of the bill.
No, sir. It has to either be in the downtown Towson district or adjacent to the downtown Towson district. So yes, it could involve Towson University should they wish to pursue this as well.
Now, I know that a lot of, national colleges, Penn State, Michigan, others are doing these kind of retirement communities and letting people have the use of it. It sounds like a great idea. I just wondered, whether there were other places that it was being considered in the county.
This is the only, this limited at this point, but I think the concept, Mr. Perlow, is one that probably could be explored at Stevenson or UMBC, a CCBC campus, for instance, but that this bill was specifically limited to the downtown Towson district and adjacent to that district.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome.
Any other questions or comments from the board? If not, that's the conclusion of our agenda. Can I entertain a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Thank you.
And
All in
second,
favor? There we go.
aye.
All right. Everybody have a great evening. Enjoy this beautiful day.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.